That's the question. Do we start with hear no evil, see no evil, or do no evil? Take your pick. I only have 5 minutes. Someone better start.
Let me start with enforcement. As I said, we did an investigation we began an investigation in 2006, and it was closed without action.
Why was it closed without action? What did you investigate? What methodology did you use?
And if in the interest
Were you suspicious when a guy had a one-man accounting firm investigating a $50 billion empire? And you keep saying alleged, alleged. This guy confessed on national television, you might have noticed.
And as I said, our objective is to actually hold him accountable in a court of law, bearing our burden of proof.
You missed your chance.
We have a pending action pending in the Southern District of New York.
You took action after the guy confessed. He turned himself in. Don't give yourself any pat on the back for that.
And, Congressman, every time...
Why didn't you find him is the question.
I understand your question, and we cannot answer as to the specifics. I can talk generally.
You know, if anybody made the case better than Mr. Markopoulos, and I didn't think anybody could, about you people being completely inept, you've made the case better than him.
Well, sir, I am sorry you feel that way, profoundly.
I think I'm reflecting what the American public feels. How are they supposed to have confidence that if somebody goes to you with a complaint, gives it to you on a silver platter, with all of the investigation, with all of the numbers, with all of the data, telling you exactly what he did, how he did it, and why he did it, and how he knows that, and after a period of a half a dozen or 8 years, you don't know anything.
I can only talk about what we do overall.
No, we want to know specifically. I don't know what your general purpose in life is. I don't need you to come here to tell me that you hate fraud. Hate when that happens, don't you? But you're supposed to find it out before it happens.
In enforcement, obviously, we can't, and I understand that concern. In enforcement, last year we brought 670 some odd cases. In the past 2 years, we brought 70 cases involving Ponzi schemes. In those 70 cases, close to half...
Listen, I'm sure you have medals and ribbons and stuff like that, and congratulations on all the good stuff that you've done. I don't want to belittle any of that. But this is huge. How do you miss that? And we know that there are mini Madoffs out there. They're starting to surface. You missed all of those too. But this one you were pointed at, and Mr. Markopoulos says he's going to give you another one tomorrow. He's not even giving it to you. He's giving it out to someone else because nobody has confidence in you guys anymore. Maybe the general counsel, Mr. Vollmer. I believe you were the one who thought that your people didn't have to testify here today. I don't know where you got that, but some of us think otherwise. Maybe you could tell us how did they miss all this?
We're as committed as each of you.
That's not the question. We give you credit for being committed.
Perhaps you could let me answer.
Perhaps you can try to answer.
And what we're asking.
No, we're asking. You have to tell us things. You're forgetting what this procedure is. You're not coming here to ask. We're asking you. How did you screw up?
General's process work. It's a process Congress set up to identify the facts that we all need to make these judgments. Let's let the system work that Congress created. There will be some recommendations. There will be time for this committee to look at the facts and to think of the recommendations themselves.
Tell that to people who've lost their whole lives that they have time.
In this matter.
People don't have time. We need you to tell us something instead of lecturing us, Mr. Vollmer.
Law enforcement proceedings going on. There are personal rights at stake. There's the integrity of the investigation.
We wouldn't be in this mess if you people did your job.
That's why we've asked the committee.
No, we're asking you. We are asking you.
Investigations to allow them to proceed.
Could you cite whatever authority you're citing and have cited?
I'd be delighted. I'd be happy to do that. I'd be happy to talk.
Because you have a right not to answer our questions under the Constitution's Fifth Amendment procedure. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a citizen, though.
Talk to your lawyers.
I'm a frustrated citizen.
Happy to give the references to you or to your lawyer.
I'm listening. Give us the references.
There's a very important opinion from Attorney General Robert Jackson in 1941, where he explained the need to discharge the constitutional and statutory obligations of the executive branch in connection with law enforcement and civil litigation.
Are you citing executive branch immunity, Mr. Vollmer?
In response to requests for information from the Congress.
Are you citing executive branch immunity, Mr. Vollmer?
There are various protections.
Are you citing executive branch privilege, Mr. Vollmer?
I would like to let you allow me to answer your question.
Well, that's a yes or no question.
It's a yes or no question, sir. Either you are or you are not.
No, it's not. There are a variety of reasons and privileges and protections. One of them is executive branch protections. There's a deliberative process protection. They stem from the same desire you have, and we're asking that you allow those processes to work.
We are out of patience, and the question, obviously, is a yes or no question. Either you're citing executive privilege, immunity, or you're not doing that.
I've just explained there are.
You know, if you're citing your Fifth Amendment privilege, you don't make a speech.
And that's one of them, was the executive privilege.
Was that a yes? You're citing executive privilege, immunity?
In part, it is, yes.
I'm sorry?
I said, yes, it is in part.
Have you inquired of the Justice Department or someone